Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, if you can't tell what the camera is capturing right now, it is a lovely little bucket full of my crystal jewelry that I have created over the last month. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys what I had been working on. I love crystals, and most of you know that I make jewelry. It's just one of the things I do. It's one of my passions. And I've shown you guys my jewelry before that I make, but oftentimes I don't really, for whatever reason, don't get a chance to show you guys my crystal jewelry. And it's funny because actually, primarily, crystal jewelry is what I make more than anything else. So I thought, just for, laughs and a fun time, maybe I'd show you guys what I'd been working on recently. This is a large clear quartz point. It's very clear. I love this thing. I love crystals in general. And I just twisted some wire onto it, and this piece right here is actually a broken earring. It was sterling silver with a yellow topaz in it. So rather than let the broken earring go to waste, I decided to use it as one of my creations. So we got that. Let's see here. I call it my Twinsie Necklace because it's actually two crystal points that, while they were forming in the earth, fused together. They must have been coming out of the same mother vein at the time. But I really liked it. I thought it was unique. And I wired a little amethyst bead onto it. This one's kind of eccentric, I'll admit. It's a quartz, but it's been dyed this mossy green. I don't know if the camera's capturing it very well. And I just added a lot of swirlies and loops and gold tone beads to it. This one's actually very strange looking, but I still really like it. Some of my pieces can get kind of crazy, kind of, out there. But hey, that's just the way my personality is. This, gosh darn it, I wish the lighting was better. This is a heart pendant I made, and it's actually made out of green aventurine. Let's see, maybe I can get the light to capture it a little bit better. There we go. But it kind of looks like the heart is just kind of floating there, captured at the same time. And then up top, I just have a beautiful glass green bead that I put in there. I'll put that there. It's a pretty large piece. This was a quartz crystal keychain that I took off the keychain part and instead put a silver bail that had a pearl embedded into it. So I attached the bail, and then I wired onto the face of the crystal this cut. It's another quartz crystal, but it's cut to sort of look like a diamond. It was a piece of a broken bracelet, and I just kind of twirled my wire around it and attached it. And there we go. I have a nice little pendant now. A lot of people like this one. This one I just made last night. Another clear quartz. I love clear quartz. I can't help it. But I just twirled some silver wire around it. Oop. Made some swirls. I wanted it to look like water. And then I attached this Swarovski. It was an earring. And I had lost the other pair to it. You know how earrings come in pairs? Well, I lost one of them. And I thought it was sad because I really liked them. And Swarovski crystals really just sparkle. So I just decided, hey, I'm going to pop that onto my new pendant. And there we go. And it complemented my watery little swirlies. Here, I have an amethyst that I have wired. Sorry, I had to pause it for a minute, guys. But as I was saying, here I have an amethyst point that I wired. And I ended up attaching what they call rhinestone chain. Ended up wire wrapping some rhinestone chain onto the design just for some added twinkling. I love amethyst, it's my birthstone. Okay, so we're just gonna put that over here. What do we have next in my pretty little bucket? I'm sorry guys, I had to pause it again. That's what kind of happens when you make YouTube videos when you're at work. Sometimes you gotta stop. Oh man. But anyway, as I was saying, so this is supposedly a citrine. Let me rephrase that. Okay, this was sold to me, the crystal, as citrine, but I know damn well that that is not real citrine. That is heat-treated amethyst. Real citrine is not gonna look like this. It's gonna be a consistent color all the way through. We'll talk about fake citrine in another video. But anyway, I still think it's beautiful. And even though it's heat treated, you know, it's still a beautiful crystal. And it had meaning as far as I was concerned. And I personally like my wrap design I did on this one. I wish my camera picked up things a little bit better. But yeah, we'll put that baby right there. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Some of these pieces are very similar to one another, but that's just because I like the design. This, another clear quartz that I put a lapis lazuli bead on. Let me see if I can get the light to pick it up a little bit better. There we go. And yes, I like big. I love big pieces. And some of these pieces, you know, they're not the most fantastic of wrappings, but I had a lot of fun with them, and I have come to find that I am enjoying making jewelry much more, even if they turn out a little bit, you know, outlandish. I'm enjoying it much more just doing it my way and not following a specific pattern. This is another heart. This one's made out of rose quartz. And unfortunately, I did not have a real pearl at the time to put into it, so I had to use a fox pearl. I love the soft pink of rose quartz. Always makes me feel good. But yes, another heart. What else do we got in here? Oh, here we go. Another clear quartz. And yeah, like I said, a lot of them look similar to each other with slight differences. This one is a clear quartz with a emerald green glass bead I put into it. Some are fancy, some are not so fancy. Now we're going to get into some pieces that I made that actually are on a full necklace and not just as a pendant. This is a clear quartz that I wrapped some lapis lazuli onto. And then I ended up making a lapis lazuli and copper bead necklace to put it on. I'll put you over here. I always wanted a lapis lazuli and clear quartz necklace, and now I finally made one. These next two are actually mala beads that I've made. My prayer beads, which I have multiple prayer beads, but sometimes I like to make a set. So the bead parts, there's 108 of these little beads. These are fluorite, so it's got a greenish tone to it along with some purple. Fluorite has that nice little mix. And then at the end, instead of attaching a tassel, I decided I wanted to put this petite little quartz crystal pendant onto it. I know the tassel has a lot of meaning behind it, and it's not that I disagree with the tassel. I don't. But for me, because I primarily love to work with crystals, I wanted a crystal on my malas. This one's much bigger. These mala beads I've made out of tiger's eye, red and yellow. They're so beautiful. I love tiger's eye. It's a very deep protecting stone, very grounding. It gives strength, protective. And then again, I took a quartz crystal keychain, took it off of the keychain part, and attached it instead of a tassel. And last but not least, last but not least is what I was trying to say. This is so far my favorite piece that I've made recently. Very eccentric, kind of out there, but hey, that's how I roll, baby. It's a very beautiful clear quartz that I ended up wiring an ankh onto. Let's see if you can see it better in this lighting. Hang on. Very large pieces, but I just love the energy of crystals. And I don't know, for me, the bigger I can get them. I mean, if I could get away with wearing a crystal the size of my fist around my neck, trust me, I would. But I had an ankh pendant that my husband had gifted me. And unfortunately, the loop at the top had busted off. And I was not going to throw that away. So I wired it onto one of my favorite meditation crystals that I normally kept on my altar. And now I wear it. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I've been making recently, guys. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I just kind of felt like sharing it with you guys. I found that the best way, especially like in the beginning, if you want to work with crystals, is to wear them. Literally, just wear them and be conscious of how it makes you feel. We'll have to make a video about that soon. But anyway, thank you guys so much for letting me share. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys soon. Bye.